Well, hello everybody. This is a clip I'm doing on my father's paintings. I just took some pictures of them, and this is just sort of an experiment to sort of see what it's like to show his work. YouTube is so amazing for doing things like this. My father was born in 1905 and died in 1978, and was an abstract expressionist. This is a work that he did in 1956 and 57. These took a long time. He would start with the same way somebody would do with watercolors. He would start with much lighter colors first, and then really kill himself over the darker things, like the red dots towards the end took him forever to get to. But this is a very special picture that we've had in our family for years and years, and was up in our house. It's always been a very special piece for me. The next one coming up is one that again was in our house, and we called these the spotties because they had lots and lots of little colors, and I can't say how long they took for him to do. He would go and just torture himself out in the studio over these, and come back and say hello to us all, and then he'd disappear again, and we'd see him a few days later. This is all in a small studio space that we have here in Connecticut that I keep his paintings in. Ghost in the Garden is the last two pictures in this were, and the next one as well, are pieces that were shown at Grace Borgnick's gallery in New York, who was very kind to show my dad's work. This is quite a spectacular thing from 1958. He had a pretty bad heart attack in '55, and his work got quite severe right after that for a few years. Well, it's great to see this stuff. The next piece coming up again, Grace Borgnick's, is called The Bride, and this is some architectural shapes that end up making something a little more recognizable for people that aren't as used to abstractions. We love this piece. Actually, most of these pieces are things that have hung in my parents' house for most of their life, and are sort of the center of the pieces that I have here in Connecticut. Let's see, the next one coming up is, now, as I said before, he started with very light colors and then would get darker. And this particular one stayed light. It's called The White Circle. You can see there's a white circle. It is just amazing. There's moments where I think, okay, just be quiet. This is very personal for me to look at my dad's work and talk about it. YouTube's amazing. I mean, the fact that we can put these up and lots of people can see my dad's work. This is a piece, in his later life, he did much larger planes of color that it's as if you took the diffused color of what was on Slough Pond and out in Truro slash Wellfleet out on Cape Cod. These were just the colors of the day turned into abstraction. And this particular piece happens to be the piece that was used for the cover of my dad's book on art and learning. It was put out in the late 60s, early 70s sometime. The Eagle is another early piece from the 50s, again from Grace Borgnick's. Very deep color. My father had, he was quite a classical thinking person for doing this sort of work. Abstraction, he thought like a classical person when he was doing abstraction. I don't know quite how to say it. This next piece is one that just shows that some of the work that I have really needs to have conservation work done to it. It's a wonderful, wonderful piece. And this was sort of working its way towards the era when he was simplifying and getting to larger shapes. But sadly, there is some conservation work that needs to be done on this piece. And maybe Tom Yost will have a look at this clip and give me some ideas of what should be done first. But I actually did a close-up of what sort of things need to have conservation work done on it. It's almost as if minerals underneath the oil made it pop, and I don't quite know how or why. You can see a little brown spot right in the middle there, so I wonder what caused that. And there's also a certain amount of sort of odd staining that, again, I don't know what caused it, but this is what conservation work is all about. Anyway, that's pretty much it. It's kind of fun to show this to everybody. Thanks for watching.